quick jobs for James. James the Red Engine likes to work hard on the island of Sodor. He always does his best to make sure that he keeps his jobs ahead of schedule. One day, the Fat Controller came to see him.
James, I have 3 jobs for you. First, you are to take a train to the docks, the vans to the fishing village, and the fuel tankers to the depot. Yes, sir.
And James set off to the yard to collect his train. When he arrived, Charlie shunted his trucks into place.
Here's your trucks, James! Enjoy your journey!
Thank you, Charlie.
As soon as James was coupled up to his trucks, he steamed away to the docks. James did his best to make up for lost time. At last he finally arrived at the docks. Just as Salty arrived with the...
All right, don't rush. All right, don't rush.
Ahoy, me hearty. You're early today. I am. I'm keeping my jobs ahead of schedule. That's great. Keep up the good work.
As he was uncoupled from his trains, James coupled up to the vans. And he set off to the fishing
Come
village.
along, come along.
All in good time. All in good time.
James was tired out, but he was working so hard he did his best to keep his job ahead of schedule.
Must make it on time. Must make it on time.
At last, he finally arrived at the fishing village. Arthur was there waiting for him.
Good morning, James. You're early today.
I am. I'm keeping my jobs ahead of schedule today.
That's great.
As soon as James left the fishing village, he went to the yard to collect the fuel tankers and made his way to the depot. But as he made his way, his driver noticed that James was almost...
You're very low on water, James.
I need to find a water tower.
But I'm afraid he wasn't. His tank was soon empty, and he was stuck on the main line.
Ah, dear, now what should I do?
James then began to worry that he was going to be late. Just then, Edward pulled up.
What happened?
His driver and fireman explained what had happened.
James has run out of water.
Can Edward pull James and his trucks to the depot? He'll be a big help.
Oh, I'd be happy to help.
Edward switched lines and coupled up to James. And with a huge effort, Edward pulled James and his trucks all the way to the depot. Edward pulled and puffed and puffed and pulled as hard as he could. At last battered, wearily but unbeaten, he steamed into the depot. The Fat Controller was there. He was
Well
proud
done,
with Edward.
Edward.
Thank you, sir.
He then turned to James. James was worried that he would be cross.
Ah, dear, what will he say?
But the Fat Controller was smiling.
I've heard about your hard work today. And as a reward for being a really useful engine and keeping your jobs on time, you shall have a new coat of paint and a day off.
James beamed happier than ever. That night, when he was filled up with water, he went back to the shed. And as he went to sleep, he was pleased with the hard work he did today.
Yes, I have done a good day's work.